Yo, it's Guido coming at you with a coffee talk supplemental. It is Friday, and I am hunting. I'm hunting leaks in the roof today as it rains. But in between that, I am taking a look at holiday ops, and you might notice over here that I have 100 boxes in my garage. So full disclosure, I'm assuming that was from Wargaming. I must still be on a. I'm not on the naughty list, I guess. Still, I guess technically a CA. Ambassador or whatever the lower level one is. So much appreciation to Wargaming. Thank you for sending those boxes there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't hear anything from them. I'm not on their Discord. I must still be on a list. But here's the deal with that. As always, they send some content to me and I make some content and then we're all content. See what I did there? That's pretty funny. I don't know. Is it? No, it is not. When you get into your holiday ops garage, much like I am right here, you're going to see this tank. I'm not sure if I clicked on anything, but this is where I came to. You get a free Tier 3 Sturv M31. So we're going to go through this garage in a minute. Then we're going to open 100 boxes. But before that, we're going to talk a little bit about value and where you find the information. Look, most of you have done this multiple times. You understand it. It is very similar to last year with a few small changes and wrinkles along the way. But let's talk about it as we go. So if we go to their website, you can see all the news, and you don't need me to tell you how to do it if you can read an article. But if you want to just do it, get a bunch of the information here, then we will troll through all of this stuff. First things first, what are in the boxes? What's in the boxes? Anywho, so if we slide down here, and it talks about all of them and what your discount is and all the good stuff. Here's what you need to understand about the discount. The more boxes you buy, the more deeply discounted it is. The larger selections of boxes are a better deal. It's just the way it goes. If, of course, you can afford that much money to buy those boxes in the first place. If I have to tell you to not spend money you don't have, I don't know what to tell you, even though I just told you. I don't want to tell you what to do with your life, but don't be a dope. All right, guaranteed gold. So what's in these boxes? Every time you click a box, you will get this 250 gold and some resources that you will then use. We'll talk about that in a minute. Most of you know how to use it in your garage to increase your festive atmosphere, do missions, all kinds of fun stuff. What that does is, as you play all this and get boxes and all that good stuff, is you increase your festive atmosphere, do missions, you're getting more goodies. In fact, you'll get some credit boosters at some point. There is a way to turn gold into credits, so at the end of the season, you could probably look at that and go, how much money would I have spent just buying credits? Which I absolutely do not recommend in any way, but that's just one of the reason I bring it up. One of the examples of the things you can do or the goodies that you get that may or may not be worth money to you, right? I.e. hard cash to buy those things. Like, I don't recommend you do that with silver, but you could. And Wargaming actually has all of that monetized. They understand US dollar amounts for all of their stuff, decals, all the doodads that they give out. I'm going to kind of stick mostly with the direct stuff like buying a tank and gold. And then there'll be some extras along the way that we talk about. But value to you is to you. We can definitely, though, knock out how much value this is. So 250 gold times the 100 boxes I have, and we'll talk about the numbers in just a minute, is obviously 200 or 25. Man, I wish it was 250,000 gold. 25,000 gold, which is $100 US dollars. Boom. So 100 boxes. We'll talk about how much they're going to cost you, but you are immediately getting $100 value in gold. Then you have a pretty significant chance of one of these three, 85.94, which is a very specific number. But it's premium, which you can buy directly with money, gold, which you can buy directly with money, and silver, which you can buy indirectly with money by converting gold. So, theoretically, especially if you get the gold, you're getting more value per box, depending on how many times you hit this, or premium days. Premium days is one of those things that kind of depends. I have 1,823 days, but I've opened a lot of boxes in the past. Other events give you premium. Unless you're just starting out, you're probably awash in premium days. I wonder why. It would be really cool, and I guess they really can't do that based on how they have it monetized, but it would be nice if they had some Watt Plus time in here. 25% chance of decorations, which don't do a whole bunch, but look cool in your garage. And then we get to probably the thing most people are looking for with these boxes, other than the gold and maybe some premium time, the new tanks. They have really gone away. In fact, they've completely gone away from having any tanks in here that are old tanks. So your compensation amount that used to be a really big thing some years back is basically gone. They've just kicked that one right out the door. You will get compensation if you double up on one of these, but you have to have all of them. It's more likely you do that with the lower tier tanks because they're going to drop more. So they're an 11% chance, whereas these guys are a 2.4% chance. And then there's a chance within these of which one of these you'll get. So there are two 10s, which is interesting. These are not premiums. They're special, which means you can use any crew, and I think they make more experience, but otherwise they don't make anything else. I believe they make bonds because they're tier 10s. A tier 9 Project Louis, which is a premium, and then a tier 9 Czech tank, the TBT, which is a premium, the E900, a tier 9, and only one, fellas, tier 8. Only one tier 8 premium in the boxes this year. Very interesting. Some smaller tanks, the applique, we've talked about this on Coffee Talk. We've seen a bunch of the pictures of these, T115, a T15A, now a tier 3, and a tier 2 of all things down there. There's also this stuff, 3D styles, if you're into it. These have monetary value too, theoretically. It's up to you whether it really is. And then these 3D attachments. So there's quite a bit in the boxes. Percentage-wise, you can see all those right there. So let's go back to my example of we have 100 boxes. We'll talk once again about how much that cost us in a minute just to buy those because it's kind of a weird amount. $100 right off the bat from gold. Let's say you got only 2 tanks because there's a pity mechanic at 50. So if I have 100 boxes, I'm going to get guaranteed 2 tanks. Then call that $30 a tank, which is maybe a little low. Just bear with me. So 60, that's $160 worth of content. Plus all the percentage chances at other things, you're more than likely going to get several of these. Back to compensation for doubles, these tend to be the ones that you start to get compensation for with any decent amount of boxes bought the fastest. Because these tend to get dropped pretty quickly, and then you're going to pretty quickly start doubling these up if you're in the 100 to 200 box range when you buy boxes. At least that has been my experience in the past. And while it's not a compensation for a higher tier tank, which can be 8 to 12,000 depending on the tank, maybe slightly less, these tend to be in the 1,500 to 2,000 gold range, but that adds up quickly if you start doubling up on these tanks. Again, you have to have all 5 of them though, one before you start to double them up. Okay, so I said we'd talk about the amounts and the costs. You're going to want to go over to the shop and you want to be up here in Holiday Ops. And that's where the boxes can be bought. There's 2 ways to do it. Well, there's multiple ways to do it, 2 kind of specific ways. Is these combo packages, which have, here's a 160. And then if you're buying specific Magic, Christmas, Lunar, New Year's, then you can get them in these amounts. I have 100 boxes, and they happen to be 25 of each kind, which would be not a very smart way to do it. I don't really recommend buying them that way, but let's say I did. I was dopey and I did that anyway. It was $40 for every 25, so that's $160. You will note that that number is basically the same number that I just said is guaranteed. $100 in gold and around $60 in tanks, and anything else is a bonus. So there you go. They are indeed a pretty good deal. I've watched a couple other videos breaking down some of the numbers more specifically. I would say probably this 240 is one of the best deals you can get. 240 should max out all your festive stuff, and you should more than likely, unless you're very lucky, get all of the tanks. As always, if you're buying boxes because you want a specific tank, I don't think you're very bright. You might go in there and go, man, I really want that. And maybe you've got the money, like, I'll keep going till I get it. But don't, for example, buy 80 boxes and go, man, I really hope I get both those 10s. Or I'm doing it because I'm going to get both those 10s. Because probably not the brightest idea right there. If you're not going to go crazy with the 240, I think the 160 can come pretty close to maxing everything out. Anything below that is going to be more of a roll of a dice. With my 100 boxes, I really do not expect to get all, is it 5 tanks, I believe? At least the big tanks. 6. I really do not expect to get all 6 tanks. I expect to get 2. And anything else after that is nice. Obviously, with the way Wargaming has built this, they want you to look at the pity mechanic. Maybe you got 3 tanks in your 100 boxes and you're 25 away or 10 away or whatever from the next guaranteed tank. Yeah. Hey, you got any more of them? Got any more of them boxes? It's kind of like the first one is free. It's not really free here, but you get what I'm saying. All right. So there you go. Those are the boxes, the basic value without breaking it down. Once you get your boxes, it will keep track of them for you in the box opening page, and you can always go back there. Then you can add up and see what your value was. It is absolutely guaranteed to be a better value than basically anything else in the game. It really is. That's just the way it is. Whatever you think of it as gambling or whatever, and that's the last time I'm even going to mention that part of it, because I've talked about that a lot in the past and whatever. You're getting your value. If I bought these, paid $160 in the way of buying 25 of each type, which would be dumb, but say I did for some reason, I'm still getting $160 of value, probably well more than that by the time I get the rest of the stuff. But I can't tell you what the rest of the stuff is because it's all random chance from there. All right, let's get rid of this, go into the garage. Excuse me. We have Benabuck Bonger Botch. Batcha Bunk Bender Bod. I don't know. He's a wizard, Harry. It's a little off-putting with his English accent. It threw me off a little bit, to be honest with you. I'm assuming that's his actual natural. I think he is a Brit. Not an American. But, of course, he plays in the Marvel Universe as Doctor Strange and other movies and whatnot. Big movie star, all that good stuff. Kind of like the guy, so kind of a strange tie-in, but I don't know. Why not? Why not? The video was great. I actually enjoyed that. It was pretty good. So we've got this video. You can check that. I'm just going to X out of that thing, get rid of it so it's no longer bothering me. I've got 100 boxes. This is where your boxes will show up down here. This is the free tier 3 that you get, the Sturv M31. It's free. You also have a Black Prince 2 that is free that you got just for logging in and doing the well-deserved reward, which is not necessarily connected to Holiday Ops, but comes out more or less at the same time. Other things to do. So this right here is the Advent calendar, which I've already done, and today was the 4th day, which gave you 1 piece of equipment, of experimental equipment, 1 of each type. That was pretty cool. This is Winter Raid. It's coming up fairly soon. As you can see, 5 days. If you go to the ship, then you can collect resources. Here's the button right here. Just click that. It's nice these days. It gives you everything. And then we can go collect resources from friends, and that's down here. So we're going to click on that. It's all very automatic. Boom. Oh, wow. Did it? Friends Village. No, okay. I got to go to Friends Village. That's top left here. Oh, collect resources. Never mind. It took me straight there. All right, great. So we collected from Stalker. Now we're going to collect from Night Dog. And his place is called Holiday Reservation. We'll get to that in a minute. And there you go. So you can collect from 2 friends, much like you could last time. And I've got all the resources. So I'm looking at, which I've got to actually click on this in a minute to see it. I can't see my resources in the garage the way I have this set up right now, or the way it's set up. There is also this terminal with 2 little doodads. There's no real sense in saving up these coins unless you just feel like saving them up and doing them all at once. It doesn't really change anything. But you press the button in the terminal and you get something. There is an animation that happens. And if it's like last year, I got 2 large first aid kits for free just because they're there. If you just click it a couple times, it will go away from the animation and it will just give you whatever it was. I get a Sweden training book. All right, great. So we've done that part. We'll go to get tokens. Later on, when you've used all of your resources to do missions and do all the things you can do with the resources, you can then start to buy extra coins. I don't recommend doing that until you've finished up all of your missions. All right, let's go back to Mystical Cuckooville. So I can increase my Christmas tree to level 1 with 200 of these things. I'm going to do that because I have 100 boxes. I'm going to get a lot of resources, so I figure I'm probably going to be able to do all of this stuff. So let's do that. I guess that was it. Oh, good. So we lit the tree up a little bit. Very good. I want to go back here because think I can change the name. There we go. So if you hover over, you will notice that there is an edit icon. You can do this once. This got me last year. That's why my place is called Mystical Cuckooville, because I was being funny and I set it to that last year, and that's what I got. So you can randomize down here, or you can pick Royal Cave, Brilliant Clubhouse, Fierce Yard, Colorful Flophouse, Snowy Center, Beloved Outpost. Let's find one. Legendary, Festive, Manicured Forestry. Oh yeah. That's it. Manicured Forestry. I don't know. That's what we called it. What else can we do? Here is the kind of main event. You click on that and we get into the assignments and whatnot. So we have block hits. This is the progression bar all the way to get Bunder Snatch Camber Bond. And then eventually you will get a 10% discount. This is where the discounts on the Tech Tree tanks happen. Remember, like last year, there are a couple tanks in here, especially at tier 5 and 6, and I don't know if 7 it works or not, but at the lower tiers you can actually sell those tanks and make some cash. I think you can actually, no, yeah, because if you look at, that's why, at tier 5 it's an 80%. Oh, did they get rid of the lower ones? Those sneaky buggers, they just stopped all that. I think this might still get you some money at tier 5, but I don't know if 60% is going to do it. 60% actually should do it at tier 6, because remember, when you sell something, you get 50% of the value. Interesting. So you'll make a, I don't know, 5,000 or something. That's very interesting. They got rid of the lower tier ones where you could pretty much 100% make your money back. Dadgummit Wargaming. Oh, you're very tricky. Okay, so we've got Holiday Ops Challenge. These are the daily things. Chaffee. Chaffee the dog. They are making pets permanent in your garage, and the pets will do things. They will bring you things. They will give you a percentage. I want to say 10% extra credits per game for 10 games once you unlock it. Pets don't join you, but bring a touch. There it is. The German Shepherd, and there will be other pets apparently. That's what the article indicated. Other types with different kinds of bonuses, probably to be bought. Plus 10% to credits in each battle, up to 10 times per day, so first 10 battles. Collect 14 Mastery Seals for a 50% discount, 28 Mastery Seals to get the pet free, or you can buy them. So you can actually buy this dog right off the bat with gold, which I don't see that right here yet. Let's go down here. Okay, Redshire Cat is on the way. I guess he's not here. Not sure what's going on with Redshire Cat. If we go to the village, let's see what friends, we did that. Oh, there's my friends, shop. Okay, that's you can buy stuff from last time. We did terminal. Why am I? All right, this is crazy. Resources, village view. There we go. Where's old Benedict? Why can't I find him? What am I missing here? Redshire. There he is. All right, so it's this one, the headquarters. That makes sense. And here's the dog. So here's old Benedict. Looks like he's the only thing to click on right at the beginning. So you click on him, and now here's his missions, or his things that you can do by trading stuff. And it looks like I have enough. Yeah, so let's do this. Purchase the Dragon's Tooth. Let's do that just to show you. Yep, we're going to use 250 iron or whatever that thing is. And there's a little story, if you care. Great. And so I have now my 0.5 to credits, combat, 1% to crew, and 2% to free XP. So the faster you get through these things, the faster your bonuses will increase. And it looks like since I have 400 of the amber, I can do that one. So everyone will be able to do this right off the bat. And we get little doodads. So go back to assignments, and it looks like it is iron ore and amber to do this part, and I've run out, so I don't have enough. So if you're free to play and you're just collecting as you go, that will slowly increase. Right now I am looking at 0.5 to credits in combat, 1% to crew, and 2% to free XP. Is that cumulative? It must be. Must be cumulative. Oh, here's the totals down here, fellas, right at the bottom here. So I'm 1 of 50%. Oh, I can select. Okay, never mind. These are the selections. 1, 2, 3, 4. How do I do this? I don't know. Continuous bonus. Huh. Well, I don't know. We'll figure that out later. Here's Chaffee. He's on the way. All right, so I don't have Chaffee. And I believe that's everything I can more or less do right now. And then we've got the rewards for the festive levels. All right, Chaffee comes at festive level 2. That is not locked right now. I've got to complete missions to do that, but I did get the Sturve. So we got Chaffee. The cat's at festive level 5. Unknown whether that one can be turned into a permanent pet or not. There's no mention on that. That's interesting. And other goodies. Blueprints, PRs. These credit ones are really nice. There's a bunch of them. The credit PRs are very nice. You will stack those up during Christmas. And at the end, we've got some doodads at the end there. And there you go. Just a quick and dirty overview. Very similar to last year. So we're going to start opening boxes. We've been babbling enough. Let's do this. Box time. All right. Remember, this would have been $160.
Commanders, we're letting off the fireworks with all guns blazing.
Okay,
the
sure.
time...
Thank you. All right, there we go. So we'll do this 5 at a time, guys. Kind of cruise through these things. We've got 25 of each. Like I said, not the smartest way to do that. If you're going to do the combo stuff, really, I recommend you do the 160. The 160 is going to cost you $200, though. Did I do my math wrong? Oh, I have 100 boxes, not 160. All right. $200 for 160. You could spend $100 to get 80. That's tough because that's only one guaranteed. And, you know, they're doing that on purpose, more or less. Kind of like with the 75 box. You're like, well, I might as well just get a 25. But I can't buy a 100 box. That is annoying. But there you go. Not my favorite part when they do that kind of thing. You can do one guy at a time or click on here and do 5 at a time, which is what we will do. And right now we have the opening animation. And honestly, we're not going to do that because it gets annoying after a while. Over here on the bottom right, you can get more boxes because once you get to that 10 from a guaranteed tank, you're going to go, I got to do it. All right, here we go. Starting off with Large New Year, open 5. All right, off to the races, 2025. So quick breakdown, these are all very basic. Here's your 250 basic. This one at 750 actually hit the percentage for the second percentage and got gold out of it. This one hit the percentage for the second one and got a day of premium. This one did silver. So all of these actually hit that 85% thing. Every one of them this time hit. I didn't actually min run anything here. And I did get one extra doodad. I got a headlamp over here. So all I hit was the second percentage thing. Probably bring that up actually over here real quick. We won't do this for all of them, but we'll just kind of discuss it. So what we got here is, obviously they all hit this. They all hit the 85%. Did I get any decorations? I did not get any decorations. Didn't get any tanks. But if you slide down here, I did hit the percentage for this, which was a 6% chance, and I got one of the 3D things right here. So that's basically how it went, all right? Honestly, that's about minimum, and I would say that's very typical. So we're already 500 gold ahead, and 7, 8, 9 days of premium and 100,000 silver ahead of the basic had I just bought 5 boxes and only got my 5 times 250. There you go. 5 more. Here we go. Okay, another kind of basic run. This one hit the gold. This one hit the premium time, so did that one. This one hit silver. This one hit silver. Both the silvers with a 500,000 version. So all of these hit the second percentage, but nothing other than that. All right, got some other doodads here. Decorations got thrown in this time, so I hit some of the decoration percentages. And once again, kind of a min run. This got gold extra. This got silver. I hit all the 85% here again. Okay. No tanks, interestingly. Not even a small tank. just FYI, the last couple years I've had, last year especially, was absolutely amazing luck. I generally have terrible luck with these, so if you're expecting somebody to come through with CC luck and get everything, you're probably at the wrong channel. All right, gold, premium times silver, 1 decoration. So really, what you're seeing right now, we'll click again. You're seeing a pretty min-run 25 box, and we'll do the math on this real quick. Oh, I got something? I did get something. Is this a tank? Must be a tank. I remember the train thing. New animation for tank? It is a new animation for tank. Alright, I got a tank. Check it out. There you go. As I was babbling about not getting, I got the Stridskia. As I was babbling about not getting it. And I got a T-50. And sometimes I feel like they're listening to us, guys. Sometimes I really feel like there's a wargaming guy behind the green screen back there. That was a great pull. That was a great pull for 5. All right, but let's break it down. I've opened 25 boxes. If you bought 25 boxes, you would have paid, back over here, 40 bucks. All right, so I would have paid 40 bucks. Let's close this out. Those boxes are gone. Stats. So that's where it is, top left. What do we got? We've got 8,250 gold. Let me open up another page here so I can do this quickly. Premium shop, gold, 8,250. Any amount, there we go. All right. $36 in gold, and I spent 40 bucks. So I spent 40 bucks theoretically, and I got $36.95 worth of gold out of it. I got 20 days of premium, which is going to have to kind of extrapolate. Let's say 14 days is 10 bucks, 30 days is 12, so just call it 10 bucks. So that's $46 in value. 3 tanks, one of them a tier 2. I think you see where we're going here. Now that's pretty lucky. I would not ever expect a tier or a premium tank out of 25 boxes. There's no pity mechanic involved. It's pure luck. I did end up with 2 of the smaller tanks. I only need 3 more, and I will start picking up doubles, which will then add to the gold value. So you can see you get a little bit of synergy going as you buy more and more boxes. Plus I got Warm Amber, Rock Crystal, 1.9 million credits. We got 15 decorations. I did 1 3D piece, and there you go. So that was a pretty good 25 boxes. Let's move on. It looks like if the blue background shows up, you know you're getting tanks. This is another one of the smaller ones. This is the Tier 3 Rhine Metal Betelgewagen. So that gives me 4 or 3 of those. I think 3 of those. Let's find out. Yeah, 3 of them. So 3 of the 5, I believe it is. Yes. So I need 2 more of those. And then I'll start getting doubles. Okay, we got a 3D attachment. Kind of min run the gold. This actually got a little extra gold. What is this? That's a decoration, I guess. Yeah. Received from large boxes. These are just visual, the decoration. It used to be decorations would increase your festive amount, but that's what these things do now. Each type of box has a specific type and then a chance at another type in there. So you can see whatever these boxes, we'll look at them in a second. They come out of the, whatever box this is. Large crit from the Christmas boxes. So we hit all of the 85% ones on this one. That one got extra gold, premium days, and one got silver. There you go. Pretty minimum. Very quickly, once this goes through, you're going to see there's a, oh, look at that. So now I have all the small tanks. Any small tanks that hit now, I get compensation for. You can see boxes available, 10. You know, it used to tell you how many you have. I guess if you go back to the next page, it'll tell you what you're, there you go. Right here, it's Maximum boxes before a guaranteed reward. So in another 31 boxes, I'll get a tank. Again, I'm still in the territory of I'm going to guaranteed 2 tanks. Even though I got one early, I don't have enough boxes to do the pity mechanic twice more. So I would really have to hit a tank in the next 2 boxes, next 2 pools here, before I was able to get 3 tanks for sure. All right. That is the animation for gold. So I got 950 on that double pool. There's a 3D attachment. So there's a chunk of extra gold right there. And we will stop at 50 and look at the value on that. 250, so that was premium, some silver. Okay, that was nice though. 950 for a tier 4 compensation. 5 more boxes and then we'll see what we got. Okay, more gold. Silver pool. All right, no, that actually pulled gold for the 85%. I don't know if I've missed an 85%, to be honest with you, fellas. There might have been one sneak through that I didn't really see, but I don't think so. And if I did, it's not many of them. It's 1 or 2 maybe. So a little bit extra gold along the way. All right, so back to large boxes. Those are all gone. Let's look at the stats. So we would have spent $80, and we are sitting at 16,700 gold. Any amount. 16,700 gold is $70 in gold. I'm rounding up slightly. 32 days of premium was 12 bucks. So that's $82. So we've already hit our amount because we would have bought 2 $25 packages, 40 bucks a piece at 80 bucks, and that's not taking into account the vehicles there or the rest of it. 3.9 in silver. 4 3D attachments, whatever you think of those, and all of this stuff here to increase various things which are going to give us other bonuses during holiday ops. So not bad. The tanks we have, actually one of these tanks is already turned into gold because it was compensated, but we added the 5 small tanks. They have a dollar value. Whether that's a value to you or not is another question. And the Strids, which is a tier 8, the only tier 8. Oh, that's, I didn't realize that. I got the only tier 8. Of course I did. Say that's worth 30 bucks just for giggles. Probably slightly more, but there you go. So we're ahead of the game here, aren't we? Not hugely. Not super lucky. I didn't hit another tank, so I have pity mechanic. In 21 boxes, I will get a guaranteed. All right, let's move on. See what we got. So these are the New Year's, I believe. Uh-oh. Got another tank. Look at that. Boom. That's how they get you. Because now I'm inside the free mechanic thing. To guarantee when I'm going to have to buy another 5 boxes. You know what's happening, fellas. You know what's happening. Look at this. I got the double track tank thing. Is this the 10? I was just complaining. Hey, get out of here. That's so weird, man. So weird. Just bitching about the tier 8 and laughing, and here comes the 10. I have no idea what's happening here, fellas. Boom. There's another double for extra 500. You got to love it. So the BZT10. I got a tier 10 for free. These boxes are the best. It's all fun. It's all fun when you're winning. You know what I'm saying? It's all the best thing ever. This is December 5th, and my Christmas is over. I'm going to be in a depression till Christmas. Because the best thing in Christmas is this. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Get out there, fellas. Get out there. Get out there. See your family. Spread some cheer. Buy something for somebody. Buy them a coffee. Say hello. Say happy, merry holiday Christmas. Whatever people like to hear. Whatever you like to say. Say whatever you want. Doesn't matter. Maybe don't say whatever you want. You know what I mean? All right. We have 20 boxes left. That was a pretty good pull. Gotta like that. Let's move on. Let's stop babbling and watch boxes open. Slowly but surely, another double. Dun, dun, dun. That was worth 500. That was the tier 3. So the tier 3s are worth 500. At least that one was. What did we get? So that was the 85. That was the 85. The 85. Did this not get the 85? Very interesting. This did not pull the 85% thing, but it did get compensation on a small tank. That's interesting. Got a couple or at least one decoration. This one got the 100,000 on the 85% and then gave us a 3D. What is this? A celestial cannon. Sure. 5 more. It's too bad I'm on a roll, my friends. I'm on a roll. I am in the bonus territory at this point. Absolute bonus territory. I have 3 of the 6 now, and this is the TD thing, the tier 9. E90 thing? Jagdpanzer E90. Look at that bad boy. All right. Hit, okay, another compensation for the BW. The B-dub. Oh. So this is the animation for the 3D style deal. I got the dragon armor. Does it say Berserk? What is this for? Basilisk 3D style for the CS63. That's actually not bad. Can I look at it here? No, I can't. It just says continue. Okay. All right, so that's my first 3D style. I got another decoration. Ooh, a minigun that shoots fireworks. Very cool. Pulled the 1 day. 750. I think that's the highest possibility on the 85%. This got a 250 on the 85%. This one actually missed the 85% also and pulled a tank. I wonder if that's a thing. I think it's just happenstance. Coinky dink. This is a min run too, but I did get the JPZ off of it. No 85% on that either. Have the 85% always gone away with the tank showing up? I haven't noticed that. I don't think so though. Okay, 5 more. We'll stop at 75 and we'll again do the look at the value real quick. Oh, I mean, we're in the bonus though, aren't we, guys? We have 3 premium tanks. We have all of the small tanks. We've got multiple compensations. That's what you're hoping to do. If you, in 100 boxes or so, if you can get 1 or 2 tanks inside the pity mechanic, then you're doing really well. So I've already overperformed by picking up an extra tank out of the guaranteed 2 that I had with the 100 boxes. Okay, 1 day, let's see, that was all of these got the 85%, either silver days or gold. Very nice, and 5 more. Looks like min run stuff once again. Okay, so a bunch of gold, a 3D attachment, and we hit the 85% on all of these. Back to large boxes. All right, we got 25 left. Let's see how we did. How we did. So we are over $100 in gold. This would have cost us then, again, doing it the dopey way, $120. Math in public, yes, $120. So we'd have paid $120. We have a little bit over $100. Wait, $160. No, 120. Sorry, I'm thinking the total amount. All right, for 75 boxes. Math is hard. $120. We have a little over $100 in gold right off the bat. We have another $10, $15 here, so that's 100. Call it 110. We'll actually low roll it, $110 worth, and then 12 tanks. 3 of them being the big tanks, a tier 10, a 9, and an 8. As you can see, we're now sprinting well away from the amount of money we've spent to value. The value just keeps increasing as we get more boxes. Results may vary. You may get 100 boxes and not get 3 tanks like I did, because maybe you're not as good as I am. I'm just kidding. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Hate the game, not the player. All right? Hate the game, not the player. That is what we have, fellas. All right, off we go. We have 36 to the pity mechanic, so we will not get a guaranteed tank. Let's see if we hit one of the others. We have 3 of them so far. There are 3 left. Very unlikely we're going to get all 3 here. That would be pretty funny, but I don't think so. Here we go. What tanks do I want out of that? I don't know. Another 3D style. This appears to be for the... Is that the Kunze? It's got an owl. There. Okay. Woo! Okay. Oh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Does it fly off that and land on the barrel? That's pretty cool. I mean, it's dopey, but it's really dumb, but it's also kind of cool. Does it? I wonder. All right. Another compensation. We sure are getting a lot of that BZW thing. What's this? Oh. Yep. Oh, it's an embarrassment of riches, guys. It's an embarrassment of riches. It really... Hey, get out of here, Morgan. Get out. They're behind the green screen. I know they are. They're pulling the levers, fellas. They're pulling the levers. They can't know, though, can they? And I'm not on the interwebs yet. I mean, I am now while you're watching this. Ah, very good. I don't know what this is. Project Louis. It's the light tank. Great. I like light tanks. Pretty happy about that. Maybe that's the one I did want. I was about to say earlier, what tank would I want really out of this? Maybe this is the one, because I like light tanks. It's not. I don't think this is well regarded based on the things I've seen, but I don't care. It's a tier 9 light tank. I like light tanks. That's 4, fellas. Dare I hope for 2? That's ridiculous. In 100 boxes, really 80 at this point, I've pulled 4 of the big tanks. I've had compensation several times. Wow. What else did we get? So this, once again, did not pull the 85%. Is that a thing with the tanks? Look, that did it too. Is the 85% disabled if you get a tank? It appears to be. Again, could be coincidence. I didn't look at it that close. But it feels like the 85% thing is disabled if you get a tank. Is that so you don't just double up extra gold on top of gold and stuff like that? That's very interesting. Is it pattern recognition, or is it just how it happens to be happening? 85% tapped with all of these. What is this? It's a chest. Okay. We have 15 boxes to get another big tank. Nope. 10 boxes. So 85% tapped on every one of these. 10 boxes to get another tank. You know I'm going to have to buy another few boxes just to get that next tank, aren't we? All right, so we got a 3D. And this is for one of the BZs, it looks like. Rocket tanks. Is this for the tier 10 one? BZ-75? Oh, special rockets. Some camo. Coast Guard 3D style. That's weird. BZ-75, right? So that's the tier 10 Chinese tank. This is it, guys. The last 5, and then we will take a look at what the value is for the $160 I would have paid to get these boxes in this manner. Oh, we're not going to hit a tank. We are going to hit a 3D style for the char footer. What that? Some kind of train? Sure. Not bad. I don't know what all that stuff on the side is. Special delivery. And that's it, fellas, unless I hit the tank on the 5th one, which we are not. All right. Tank sort of dried up on me. This one was 1,000 one of the options? I don't remember hitting that. It is. So 1,000 was one of the 85% options. I don't remember hitting that once except for maybe there. I may have missed it, but... And it looks like we hit the 85% on the rest of these. All right, guys. Look at that. That's it. So we opened 100 boxes. What did we get? 36,450 gold. That is worth... Well, I can't do that. All right, 25,000 is 100 bucks. Something to write this down, fellas. If I was smarter, I'd have had it set up for you already, but... We've gone over this. We've gone over this, guys. 100 bucks. And then that leaves us math in public 11,450, which is another 50 bucks. 61 days of premium, which I believe you can buy 60 days. Can you? No. You'd have to do 230 days. All right, say you're that dumb. 24 bucks. All right. 24 bucks. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 of the big tanks. We're just going to call all of those worth $40 just for giggles. So 4 times 4, 160 bucks. Okay. What else is worth gold in here? Anything? We're not even going to count the smaller tanks because a lot of it was already included in the gold. So there's one each, whatever the dollar value of one each of the smaller tanks, which we won't. We're not even going to count that. We're going to be very mercenary about it. We're not even going to worry about the 6.7 million credits that we got or all the extra doodads we're going to end up getting and percentages and silver with bonuses that we're going to end up getting with all of these things. We'll take a look at how far we can get in just a second. We got a bunch of decorations. 3D attachments may or may not be worth something to you. And 3D styles, the same thing. We ended up with 4 of those, all of them pretty cool. Especially if that Kunze-Panzer one has the owl move. That would be pretty funny. Total, 150, 174, 274, 334 bucks, 332 bucks. Oh my goodness, I'm terrible. Why am I so bad at math? 260, 310, 334. That's $334 of value without even counting the small tier tanks as you purchase them, without putting any value on the 3D styles, without putting any value on the 3D attachments, without putting any value on the credits, without putting any value on these doodads down here, which you can't see my mouse, but now you can, with the rock crystal warm amber or the decorations. Purely $334 in value on 4 high tier tanks, gold and premium days. And I spent theoretically 160 bucks. And I spent it the wrong way. Pretty lucky though. 4 tanks, expecting 2 and getting 4, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But honestly, it's not that uncommon. It really isn't. And there you go. Let's see how far we can get as we wrap this thing up. It's already gone way too long. How far can we get with our resources? If we go to Benneback Bunderdunch, okay, 300 for that. Sure. Yep. Thank you. 300 for that guy. Yep. Oh, is this the dog? What? Oh. Oh man, there. I've talked about this. I have talked about this. It's very interesting how close they're skating to the Marvel content IP. You know what I mean? Very interesting. You know, because he's got the red cloak thing. Yes, let's get the notebook item. We want that. Sure. All right. Whoa, whoa, stop. All right, 400 more. Yeah, sure. I wish there was a way to, can we just purchase everything we want, or do we have to go through all this mess? Let's hurry up and get through the Christmas stuff so we can't enjoy the Christmas stuff, all right? Jeez. Random boat floats by. Now I'm worried for whoever was in that boat. That's a mystery. Oh, 2 assignments, okay. Right on. Thanks, Bennebuck Dungernot. Banabomb Dongerdung. Purchase the gentleman's setup. Sure. Notice you too are a bit of a gentleman, Cumberbatch Bendermott. I don't know what's going on here. Dude, he loves it. He's like, you're the best box buying fella I ever met. Thanks for sending money. Detective lights. Sure. He's stoked. Am I going to make it? I don't know. I don't think so. I think I'm running out of the... I didn't get a whole bunch of the ores. Oh, what we got? It's a big bear. Kind of looks like the Coca-Cola bear, doesn't it, fellas? Yeah, we're going to run out of this. We're not going to make this. We're not going to be maxed out with 100 boxes. I didn't do very well with these kind. 600 for this. Got a holiday magic style. So I've done 11 of 20 so far. Oh, he's got a bike. Off he goes into... All that needed was an owl to land on his shoulder. That'd have been much better if an owl landed on his shoulder. Yes, let's do it. Yeah, we're not going to make this. We're not going to make it, fellas. Do. Got plenty of the ambers, man. We're just short on the ores. Got a tape player. Nothing beats the thrill of Christmas morning when you're a kid, does it? A tape player. Video games are primitive. World of Tanks with nothing but a speck on the horizon. Nostalgia. This may be the last. Might be able to sneak one more, but probably nope, because now I'm at 650. Look at that. We lit up the headquarters. We're going to get one more done, fellas, and then we are all worried about... So if I'm going to buy more boxes, this is a great example, actually, of how this all works. If I'm going to buy more boxes... Oh, I'm going to get one more. Never mind. I would have to get the boxes that do the ore. And then we can do one more amber. Okay, that... Why is that tank there? Oh, it must be... Is that the tank I have selected? It might be. Well, fellas, we got all the way to the last two. I will be able to finish this. What I need is 750 iron ore. I suppose I could actually switch these up, but I don't remember what these are good for. Christmas tree installation levels, so I need to use those. Then if I have any of these left over, which I might, I can convert them over to ore, and then if I can convert to 750 ore, I can finish these two up. But that's basically how that works. So we are up to 40 selectable bonus. How do I select? We went through this. I don't remember how you do this. How do I select? Cumberbatch Benderbuck. How do I select the bonus, my friend? These are all mission driven, so that's how you do that. Didn't I get the dog? Oh, I didn't get the dog because I have to do this. All right, so let's find that out. The tree level is the rock crystal and the pure emerald. So we're going to do that for 500. It drops a bunch of decorations in. Okay, sure, keeps on going. Keeps on going. Festive level 2. Congrats, I have the dog. All right, so my old friend Chaffee, I get 5. Oh, you get more goodies. That's good. We'll worry about the dog later. Maybe is it just this that increases this level? What are the pure emeralds for? Or does it swap out? Oh, that's interesting. We have got these goodies over here. Go to 4. Can I just get past this? Oh boy. Alright, I'm not worried about that. We're getting all that stuff. That's great. Love it. Oh, we got Natalie Sparkle. Alright, great. Sure. Yeah, we are not going to get to Festive 10, are we? What are the emeralds for? Are they for the dog? Wait. You received 110 decorations and 1 scenery piece. Goodness gracious. Okay, great. And the cat. Okay. Do I not have enough? I must not have enough to increase it again. It doesn't tell me what I need. I don't know. We've got gifties over here, though. What we got over here? Oh, the dog. The dog wants to... Oh, the dog's got a bag of doodads for us. Okay. Yep, more gifts out of the dog bag. I don't know why we automatically got that. I guess that's daily. Okay, so we got to do his missions. His missions are pretty easy. The cat. The cat has some missions for stuff. Not much, but you do... Oh, it's 100 amber to do that. I don't want to do that because I'm not done with the amber yet. I'm a little stumped on what the pure emerald is for. Collect fair and installation levels. Oh, okay. Forgot about that. Forgot about that. That's these things. This. No, not that. Oh my goodness, help me. Back to the village. All right, where's the installations? There it is. Fair. All right. Okay, that's right. We got to do this. Boom. That's what the emerald stuff is for. Good deal. Yep. There you go. Yep, sure. Using all that stuff. I think there's something else we can do, right? Oh, okay. So that's... I see. The tree is maxed out, actually, I believe, at 5 levels. Just keep doing this. Let's just keep doing this. The installations do stuff, too. Maybe these only go to 3. No, this goes to 4, apparently. Alright. Do they only go to 4? No, it goes to 5. It goes to 5. We're at level 7 of 10. All kinds of decorations and stuff. 26. Okay, great. Thank you. Now, we need to find the other thing. We're at 8 of 10. We've got all kinds of stuff. Back to the village. And I think the tank. No, that's buy a tank. I don't want to buy a tank. This thing. Winter raid. All right, where's the other stuff? Where's the other stuff I can do? Oh, I'm not in there. I'm not technically in there. There we go. All right, back to the village. This thing? No. Fair, 5 of 5. Tree, 5 of 5. Is my festive atmosphere at 10? Did I miss it? Oh, this thing. Here we go. Installation, found it. Oh, this takes a little bit of each. Okay. We have it, so let's do it. We have some of it anyway. This should get us, I think, the festive level atmosphere 10, which is what you want for all your bonuses. Which was the extra kind of doodads you were getting in the boxes. So it looks like I wasn't able to completely finish Bender Botch Cumber Snatch's stuff, but I should come very close to this, if not be able to do it. Of course, my festive atmosphere isn't anchored. There we go. 9 of 10. We're getting close, fellas. Do we have enough? It's going to be close. Maybe not. I might be 50 short of this. Oh, I'm short. All right, so what did we get? We got the 9. We got the festive 9. We got within 2 of finishing his missions. That was pretty similar, I think, to last year's situation. I had to play a little bit more to make that happen. And this video has gone super long. Have a great Christmas out there, guys. Good luck with the boxes if you buy them. I think they're a great value. I think I overperformed pretty well, much like I did last year. So again, negating the oh, always me, woe is me, I'm never lucky. Got very lucky. Got 4 of the tanks. Got a bunch of gold. You gotta love it. All right, that's all I've got. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm gonna go refresh my coffee. See ya.